Every moment, our planet is illuminated by countless sources of light other than the sun. Artificial beams identified as incandescent, fluorescent, halogen, vapor, and LED. And from the battery-powered lamp on a coal miner's helmet to the neon murals that ignite the great cities of the world, the ingenious technologies devised to pierce the darkness shine brilliantly, even from 200 miles above the Earth. Yet, as we live in the glow of this artificial radiance, it is humbling to realize that no lamp or beam of human invention is designed to use energy more efficiently than the microscopic beacon stored within the abdomen of a fascinating insect. Those points of light were all generated by real fireflies in a real forest. It's an unforgettable display, performed on every continent except Antarctica. But why do they shine on humid summer nights? There are at least two well-documented explanations. For starters, that conspicuous beam is a defense mechanism that warns predators of the insect's bitter flavor. It's a glowing billboard that announces, "Don't eat me, I taste terrible." During their brief 3-week mating season, male fireflies also signal to attract a female companion. Most of the more than 2,000 different firefly species have their own unique code that's defined by streams of pulses and pauses. For example, males of one species send out a consistent pattern of single flashes, while another species communicates with pairs of quick double blinks. Their messages are also enhanced by the distinctive patterns the insects create as they move through the air. These long exposure photographs, taken in the eastern United States and Japan, illustrate a few of the many diverse trails and codes that fireflies generate during their efforts to attract a mate. The species known as Big Dipper dives steeply just as a flash begins, and then abruptly turns upward to produce a J-shaped beam. In contrast, flashbulb fireflies signal with large glowing discs, while the blue ghost species turns on its glow and then leaves it on for more than a minute to paint an unbroken streak of light above the forest floor. In an effort to make certain the females receive their message, hundreds of males will sometimes synchronize flashes to pulse in unison. If a female is interested, she sends a code of her own that only a male of her species will recognize. Now let's explore the biological machinery that makes this extraordinary light show possible. Fireflies are bioluminescent. That means they produce their light through a purely biological process. It all happens inside the insect's abdomen, in an organ appropriately called the lantern. This remarkable structure is a chemistry lab that includes thousands of photocyte cells. Each contains the primary components required to generate light, most notably the chemicals luciferin and luciferase. Think of luciferin as the gasoline in an automobile, and luciferase as a spark plug. When it's time to flash a signal, they bond. Then, the insect releases a flow of oxygen molecules into the lantern. They make contact with the luciferin to trigger a reaction that instantly converts chemical energy into an electrifying celebration of motion and light. But chemistry is only part of the story. A firefly's ability to transmit vivid signals is enhanced by the texture of the lantern's outer casing. Unlike the smooth contour of a light bulb, the insect's translucent exoskeleton is jagged and rough. It's covered with overlapping rows of uneven scales, each tilted at a slight angle and lined with ridges. Researchers have demonstrated that this irregular surface geometry amplifies light as it radiates from the insect's body. Scientists at Penn State University have recreated the lantern's texture on a micro-thin wafer of sapphire. When positioned inside a standard LED fixture, this ingenious design, inspired by nature, increased light emission and brightness by more than 50%. The key to the firefly's efficiency is their ability to generate what is known as cold illumination. That means 100% of the energy they produce is released as light. Virtually nothing is wasted. In contrast, this incandescent bulb is only 10% efficient because 90% of its energy is lost as heat. That fact alone will continue to stimulate research and discovery. But perhaps the firefly's greatest impact on the human experience lies beyond the new technologies their anatomies inspire. For to watch them glow on a summer evening in Taiwan or Tennessee can kindle within our hearts a profound sense of joy, curiosity, and sheer wonder for the miracle of life on earth and for the God who set all of this into motion with one magnificent command. Let there be light.